about it. We can take you now to Buenos Aires and speak to Mariela Belsky, who is the Executive Director of Amnesty International. She is in favour of legalising abortion. Also joining us is Lennon Hanon, a doctor who doesn't support changes to the law. Thank you both very much for joining us. Marielle, can I start with you? Why do you believe it's important to decriminalise abortion?
Well, it's not my personal position. I'm the director of Amnesty International, so it's an Amnesty International position. It's not personal. This is important to say. Of course, Amnesty International, as you know, is very, very in favor of decriminalize and legalize abortion in the whole world. So this is a campaign that we have been running for a long time. In Argentina, we have been running this campaign for 18 years now, and the campaign was to have the Congress to have this vote. So for us, it's a really success. And of course, we found our principles in international law. And as you know, our international human rights institution has recognized that the embryo has an object of protection under the right to life or other provisions of international human rights treaties, the absolute protection of the fetus, which has its roots in moral and religious belief that gives the fetus a certain metaphysical or characteristics equivalent to that of the human person, has not support or protection in international human rights law. So the potential of the embryo and its ability to become a person does not make it a person with right to life. There is no consensus from science, biology, or theology about the beginning of human life. And the law cannot solve this. And this is what international human rights law says. And also our legal system, our constitution, which has the international human rights treaties within it, and some jurisprudence of the international human rights Latin American system has said what I already said.
Okay, I need to let Professor Janon have a say here. Could you tell us what your position is?
Well, regarding the bill passed by the Chamber of Deputies, I wouldn't talk about decriminalization, but legalization, because that bill has no limits to perform abortions. The bill imposes on public health to do free abortion on request even beyond the 14th week, what not only increases rates for pregnant women, but also disregards some medical contradictions. In my opinion, the bill contains very controversial articles and jeopardizes women's health. But let me just remark some points. First, in Argentina, abortion was proposed not as a right. At the beginning, it was proposed as a measure of public health to reduce maternal mortality. However, maternal mortality doesn't depend on legal status of abortion. That conclusion has been derived.
Professor Janon, could I ask you about that? Because that is an argument often used, that in 2013 alone, 49,000 women were admitted to hospital because of complications over abortions. Do you not believe those women would be better protected, that women's health would be better protected if abortion was legal?
Well, the problem here is that at the core of abortion problem in Argentina is not legality, is not criminalization, but safety. The abortion in Argentina is unsafe, that's right, and safety and legality are not together, they not depend each other. It has been even stated by the World Health Organization that supports abortion policy. And we had 29,000 of hospitalization about abortion-related hospitalization, but we don't know whether or not those hospitalizations are because of abortion or not. I mean, induced abortion or spontaneous abortion.
Marielle, do you believe, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get a few more questions in. Marielle, do you believe, though, that some good has come out of the fact that the taboo has been broken around abortion, that women and men, the community, are talking about the issues around it as well?
can you repeat the question? I couldn't hear it well.
I wonder if the fact that abortion is being talked about when it has been taboo for so long is also a good thing for society in Argentina.
Well, in Argentina, as you know, we don't have very good data in general in all the subjects, in all the legal subjects. So we don't have really numbers about how many abortions we have been having all these years. We have estimated numbers. And of course, this has to do with public politicians who doesn't want to us to have those numbers. It has to do with the church, who has a lot of influence, and they are very opposite to have these numbers on the table. But we have some numbers, and the numbers are very, very high in terms of individual abortion.
Okay, I'm afraid we have to leave it there. Mariel Belsky and Lenin Danon, thank you very much. Danon, thank you very much for joining us. So it is a divisive issue in Argentina.